went ahead and did one of my eyes. This is the look we're going for. I wanted to do something colorful but smoky because I just was feeling the need for keeping this powder under the eye because we're about to use some colors, and it's just going to be a lot cleaner to keep the powder there, because once you wipe away, all that color wipes away and you're good. And this is the Morphe M441 brush. It's one of my favorites. I always start my eyeshadow with this brush because it just really gets into that crease, but it also is more fluffy, so it kind of goes above that, which is what you kind of want with the first eyeshadow. I'm going to be taking Makeup Geek's Creme Brulee, and it's just this. It's like an orangey brown, and I'm just going to dab it and then tap it off, and just kind of focus it into the crease. I'm not going above or below, I'm just really going back and forth motions in that crease and circular motions. Once I get some of that color off the brush, I'll start going above the crease, and I'm also working that into the inner corner, but at first I'm only focusing that color into my outer corner. Besides that, I'm going to take my next color, and this is again a Makeup Geek Barcelona Beach, but I'm going to be taking a different brush with this color because I don't want it to be as large and fluffy, I guess. I'm taking a more focused, kind of, it's a little flat, as you can see, it's more pointed than the other one. So it's really going to focus more into that crease and not above. And so I'm just going to tap that in and then tap off the excess, just like before. And once again, I'm focusing that into the outer corner of my eye first. And I'm doing the same motions as before, circular and back and forth, working that towards the inner corner as I go. And I'm also going to start bringing it up after I think there's enough color off the brush. I'm going to take the Morphe E22 brush, and this is a bit bigger than the last brush, but it's more pointed and it's going to be a little more precise in getting into that crease. So as you can see, I'm kind of starting with a larger brush and going down into a more precise brush as I go, because as we go to darker colors, we really just want to focus that in specific areas of our eye, or else it's just going to be a mess of darkness everywhere, and that's when you kind of get that bruised eye effect. So I'm just putting that right into my outer corner, and I'm kind of pressing at first, and then I'm going to go back and forth. I'm putting that onto my lid as well. It's not just in that crease, but I'm not going above. I'm trying to be very careful about that. And then I'm just kind of going back and forth in the outer corner, circular motions like usual, and then working that into closer to my inner corner. So after I'm done with that, I'm going to take a stiff, slightly flat brush. It's still a little thick though, so it's not completely a flat brush. And this is from Sephora, so I don't really have a name for it. It's Precision Shadow Brush. It came in like a bundle, so there's no number or anything. And I'm going to be taking Makeup Geek's Poppy. And so this is just a really bright coral shade. So I'm just going to get some on that brush and then tap it off. And this is only going into that outer corner lid. Not into the outer corner exactly, but it's like right, like you see where I'm pointing that? It's just right on that outer lid area. We're going to blend that into the crease with the other colors eventually, but now we're just putting that directly onto the lid. And once again, we're kind of bringing that in closer to that inner corner, but we're not going all the way. I'm stopping kind of in the middle, and I'm done. I'm going to be taking Makeup Geek's Bitten, which is one of my all-time favorite shades that are like more of a color, and I'm using the same brush. Just going to tap it out, and since this is a lot darker on me, I'm going to be really careful with this and only keeping that in the outer lid. So once I'm happy with the amount of product I have in my eye, I'm I'm going back in with, I think I'm going to use the more precise, the Morphe M4 Free brush. This is not the largest brush I have, this is one, but I'm going to go in the smaller one. Because I'm just going to start I'm just going to focus this brush right into that crease and just go back and forth. And then I'll start doing circular motions to kind of bring it up more. But I really just want to make sure all those shadows are blending together. I'm going to take, I've used this color before, it's in my 12P Morphe palette. I'm going to be taking this kind of aqua blue right here first. So I'm going to take the smaller brush, this very stiff brush. I'm going to be taking it right into that aqua blue. I'm going to go directly into that inner corner with this. So I'm just kind of like blending it along that area. But I'm not, okay, and blending is not the right word. I'm just kind of putting it in that area because we do not want to blend with that brush since it's a concealer brush. It's very stiff. It's not made for that. This is the brush we're going to use to kind of blend it more. But I want to take another color to blend that aqua blue out. I'm taking my Morphe Free 5E palette. And I'm going to be taking this blue right on the edge here. It's more of a shimmery blue. I'm just going to dip my brush, this brush, into it. Make sure it's good and tap it out as always. And then I'm going to go over that aqua blue I just put there. And I'm going to go ahead and now do the shadow that we haven't done really anything to the, almost towards the inner corner to the middle of the lid. So that's where I'm going to be taking a flat brush, and I always like this is one of my favorite brushes, the MAC 242 brush. And I'm going to be taking MAC Emphasize because it's like, I use this for like literally everything. And I'm just going to take that brush into this kind of a white powder. And I'm going to press it right from that blue, kind of connecting it to where the purple and coral shades are. And I'm kind of going up into that crease with this color. Kind of just patting it and stopping in the middle of my lid. I'm going to be taking my Hourglass Ambient Ethereal Light powder. It has a very natural shimmer to it. And I've been liking just like putting it kind of in the inner corner eye area. But I'm going to be going right over where I just put that, oh my god, I can't speak. MAC Emphasize powder. Once I've done that, I'm going to go back to the first brush I used, which is this larger fluffy one. And I'm going to start blending. So I'm going back with my Morphe M438 brush, and I'm going to take more of that MAC Emphasize. Just dab it right there, tap it off, and I'm going to wipe away the powder that is still under the eye. I'm going to also use this powder to kind of sharpen up the smoky eye. I'm going to be taking Makeup Geek's Bitten on a very precise flat brush, like so. This is the Morphe M438 brush. And I take this into that purplish color, and I'm going to place it in that outer corner, and I'm not going to bring it all the way to the middle of that outer corner of my lower lash line. I'm kind of going to just kind of dab it. I'm going to stop like right here, so it's like almost to that middle, kind of stopping before that. And I'm going to take this Sephora brush that I used before. I'm going to make sure that there's not too much product on it already. And I'm going to be taking that darker brown color. I'm just going to press it in there, tap it off more, and that's what I'm going to use to blend out this purple. So I'm just kind of going back and forth as I bring it more towards that blue. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do my winged liner on this eye. I'm planning on doing a more in-depth tutorial on how I do my winged eyeliner, soon, so I'm not going to really record this part just because this video is starting to seem like it's going to be really long. I'm also not going to show how I do my eyebrows because, again, that's a tutorial that I'm going to be doing. So while I was gone, I went ahead and did my eyebrows, my eyeliner, and I'm going to put the product details down below so you know what I used. But don't worry, because both tutorials are going to be coming soon. This is still my absolute favorite bronzer. This is the Too Faced Milk Chocolate Soleil bronzer. And I really like to use the Morphe E4 brush. So I just dab it in there. In a second. And get my forehead, but I do not get the middle of my forehead because we're trying to get a slimmer face illusion. And I take my RCMA no color powder once again, and I'm going to take this Morphe M438 brush. I've used it before in this video, and I really just get it into that powder, make sure it's all good, and I just swipe right under that. You can also bake, but I found this way is a little bit quicker, and I think it actually works a little better, in my opinion. And I kind of just make sure that's blended off so it's not like just a white line. So this is the Morphe 9N palette. I've used another blush palette by Morphe and I've talked about it. I like this one so much more because I just find that there's more colors in this one that work on my seriously pale skin, and I really like just a nice pink that's not over the top, and this one is like my holy grail. I use it like every day, and you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna use that now. So I'm gonna be using this small contour brush by Sephora. It came in a pack, so there's no number or anything, and I'm gonna lightly tap it into this top pink color because this is so pigmented. The smallest amount goes such a long way, so you do not want to overdo it. So I'm just going to tap it and just press it onto the top to get rid of some of that, and I'm going to begin working that right above where I just contoured. So next part is highlight, and I honestly think highlight and bronzer are the things that really just make summer makeup looks summer. And it's the Ambient lighting powder, Ethereal light. I used this earlier for my brow highlight, and I have been loving it. Like, it is a perfect thing for summer, just to like put on places on your face that really just like have like a really natural glow. So I'm gonna go ahead and use my MAC I think that's a 159 brush, which just looks like this, and I'm just gonna put it in these, and I'm gonna go ahead and go right onto those cheekbones. And you can be generous with this, like if you don't want to hold back, you don't have to hold back. But if you're looking for more of a natural highlight, then just take a little bit of this and you're good to go. But I want some serious glow going on, so I like to also bring it above my eyebrows. And I'm going to do the same on the other side. I'm going to take it onto my nose as well, and my chin. Then, I'm not done with highlight yet. Yeah, we thought we were done. You must think wrong. I'm going to take the Mary Luminizer highlight. I don't know what else I was going to say there. Probably something else. And I'm taking the Morphe M501 brush. I'm just going to... This is more like a golden highlight. I'm just going to pop this right onto my cheekbones as well. So now we're completely done with the face, and I'm going to go in with the Photo Finish Priming Water. And and I just spray my face with this. This is the MAC Cream Sheen Pure Zen lipstick, and it's like a coralish, shimmery, not shimmery, like shiny lipstick. This is also very extra, but I like to go in with the Buxom White Russian Lip Plumping Lip Gloss, because I just love like the cool tingle it gives my lips, and like during the summer it's just like, I don't know, it's just like a treat for my lips, honestly. That sounds really weird, but it's the truth. Like this look, please subscribe and give this video a thumbs up, because I'd really appreciate it. And also comment down below on what you want to see next, what you want to see first. I think I talked about a bit on what I'm planning on doing next. So yeah, I hope you guys are having a great summer so far. If you're not on summer break yet, I'm sorry. Maybe you can wear this look to your finals and bring summer with you. Alright, bye! What am I doing? Cats! Oh my god, she clawed my leg! Oh my god, I cracked my little up. At least I make myself laugh. Okay. So this is a Morphe in blush palette, and I like this so much. Morphe 9N palette. Okay, you got that, Elena? You think you can do that? Soleil? Cream. Oh my god, can I say this right? I'm good. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm completely fine. I don't know. Flipping out. I'm normal.